You know, if there's one thing we enjoy here at American Slacker, it's going to live events. Wouldn't you say, Jess?
Yeah, from you going to festivals, I like to go and see comedy. There's tons of stuff to choose from.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like a nice night out? And, who doesn't like to save a couple bucks on a night out? I mean, it's expensive to go out these days. Wouldn't it be nice if you could save a couple bucks, Jess?
I'm a cheap bastard and you know it.
Me too, man. What if I told you you could save a small percentage on your tickets by just entering a code?
What code would that be?
Man, all you got to do, go to seatgiant.com, enter the code SLACKER at checkout, and you're going to save quite a few bucks, actually. Not a small discount. It's a good amount. It's a decent amount.
So you're telling me I could go to my pickle hating fest for a small fraction of the cost of what it would normally be?
Dude, I'm telling you, you're probably going to get a drink on us if you enter the code SLACKER at checkout at seatgiant.com.
Drink not guaranteed.
Rolling.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast with Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
You'll see here the human male boasts the size of his testicles. I drive great when I'm blind. It's all about the sauce. Good, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh man, speaking of fucking, you want popcorn? I'll give you a popcorn kit. I'm just trying to go to Colorado and smoke some weed. Watch your fucking tots, huh? Those are my biscuits. Now, this is all alleged.
Welcome to American Slacker Podcast, the only podcast coming live at you via the Pound Town Express. As always, I'm Matt. Standing next to me, as always, your podcast Poppy.
Oh God, I hope that title would not follow me. Can I be the Slacker San Diego? Because I'm fucking going all over the world.
It's too late to change that. Yeah. I did mean to say coming at you live, or coming at you back from his lovely European vacation.
Yeah, it went better than National Lampoon, but there were bumps and follies.
Oh, that's good.
I also slapped up a couple American Slacker stickers all over Europe. So if you happen to be at the Backstage Hotel in Amsterdam, you might see one outside there. Or if you head over to Rotterdam in the Netherlands, you might find one there.
International advertising. I like it. He's always on the clock, people.
I wanted to slap one at the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but I don't know. The security was kind of beefy there.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So if you do see one of our stickers either there or back here in the States, post it up on social media and we'll send you another sticker to replace the one that you may have put up yourself.
Oh, yeah. Definitely tag us. Hashtag American Slacker.
So with our weird news, we always like to start out with a little bit of weed news. And this time we're doing a little bit of a public service announcement because I almost got, Matt, when I was looking up this.
What are you talking about?
We have a story here that released from the National Institute on Drug Abuse, and they had put out a memo saying that they were looking for people to roll joints, essentially, for their scientific studies.
All right. These fingers are listening.
Yeah, see, and you, along with many other people, were ready to jump at that opportunity, and they actually got flooded with calls from people being like, yo, I rolled the fucking blunts. Like,
you just reached out to the egos of every single pothead out there. I mean, who hasn't been like, I got the sickest rolling skills ever? I mean, when we were growing up, every asshole in the fucking city was like, come on, I rolled the sickest blunts ever, man.
Yeah, you could straight up have a competition and you would have the entire neighborhood show up. And add the internet equivalent.
And all you end up with is a bunch of stoned ass people at the end.
Pretty much. So they put out that memo originally, and it more or less said that, but what didn't help is a bunch of articles kind of quoted that and just like put it out there, and then those articles went viral. So then they received tons of calls from people just being like, hey, I want to fucking roll for you. Like, how much does it pay? You guys got fucking, what's the vacation deal over there? And they ended up having to tweet something out saying the following is a pre-solicitation notice and not an advertisement for employment. So I saw one of the original viral articles that said like, oh, fucking, they're hiring joint rollers, and I almost like on the show would have aided this misinformation of, you know, go apply for a joint rolling job, but luckily did a little bit more research into it, found out that they're not exactly fucking the Indeed of weed.
Yeah, man. You always got to do your research. You never know until you check into things. If it seems too good to be.
So stop bothering the National Institute for Drug Abuse. There's very specific qualifications for this job, and it's not just rolling a tight fucking J. You got to be able to identify the characteristics of drug abuse. Also, you have to have research in cannabinoids and nicotine and varying strengths and specifications. It's more like a lab job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely not in the range of skills of the typical American stoner, if you're asking me.
No, you're better off looking for a job at a dispensary if that's what you're going for. So stop bothering the good people over at the Drug Abuse Research fucking agency. And if you want to read a little bit more about this miscommunication, we'll be posting it up on our Facebook page on Thursday for you.
Oh, man. Check it out. Well, our next story, man, it's like Christmas came early. We got the most white trash Walmart story that I think we've ever had on this show.
Damn. The only thing that would have made it better is if it happened on Black Friday.
I know, man. Then the moons would have been aligned.
Fucking the apocalypse would have started.
My God. Yeah, that's when the shit goes down. And yeah, man, the Eau Claire Police Department in Wisconsin arrested a family of fucking degens. That let's start with the mother. We've got a 46-year-old woman who decided she was going to lead this pack of wolves into the store, and literally there was a dog there. So I'm not literally
okay.
Fucking off the story.
I'll say wolves is a stretch, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah. So it was her son, her 26-year-old son, named Bo, in which I had to say that because I mean Bo. Come on. That's a perfect name to fit in there. If I had to make up a name for somebody in this story, I couldn't have come up with a perfect.
We talking B-O or B-E-A-U?
Bo, like B-O.
Okay.
Like body odor, man. Come on.
Like B-O, all right.
Yeah. And yeah, them and their dog ran into Walmart. The woman was starting to steal shit and got stopped by staff. The dog was caught grabbing a box of Jiffy muffin mix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Smelled the peanut butter.
I don't know.
Oh no, not Jif. No. Jiffy.
No,
okay.
like yeah, they're corn. They're like corn muffins.
Corn muffin.
And the son, which the way the story is written, I think he might be on a scooter. Like he might be handicapped on a scooter, can't walk.
Or maybe he just took one from the fucking Walmart.
He might have done that too, but he was he got butt ass naked. He was naked as a jaybird running through Walmart, and then when he was done flaunting himself, he took clothing off the rack to like cover himself.
Oh,
he was like, my clothing's that's old. I'm getting new stuff.
You just ditched him in the store somewhere.
Yeah, and the police responded promptly. So they witnessed the chaos. They saw the dog running away with the fucking box of muffin mix. They saw the mother getting harassed by staff, and they caught the son coming out on a scooter as well. When one officer was dealing with the son had said he was going to run him over if he stood in his way.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got a big problem there. And the mother, when they tried to apprehend her, decided she was going to flex her sick karate skills on the police.
Which I'm sure are top notch.
Top notch. Yeah, dude. She fucking trains with the best. So it was quite the chaos. They did apprehend the people without any further chaos or injury. They're okay. It looks like they caught a couple of rashes and black eyes, maybe, from their mug shots that I'm looking at.
Okay. Did they at least get the son clothed for the mug shot?
Yeah, they did get him. He's clothed in an orange jumpsuit.
Okay, that would do it.
Yeah. And luckily the dog, he caught it off easy. He got off with a warning, but he is at the Humane Society. So, I mean, let's be real. This dog could get the shot.
If anyone's the victim here, I was going to say it is the dog, because from all accounts, if I were to look at the mother and how she acts and the son and how he acts, I'm guessing that dog's not fed very well. He was probably just going for the muffin mix to survive, man.
Dude, can you imagine?
That was pure, I need to get away from these crazy fucking people.
See, that dog is the last of their fucking worries, man. They're living like fucking Motley Crue in like a fucking another universe. Like they're going crazy. Like,
that's insane. I mean, I know Walmart gets kind of crazy, but that almost seems like they had a plan. Like, you go for the muffins, I'll fucking karate kick the pharmacist, and you fucking hijack one of the scooters.
Dude, I'll tell you, this story had me at the heart when I saw that they were apprehending the dog with a fucking box of muffin mix as he ran out of the store. I was like, they taught that dog how to steal.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah. The things you hear about at Walmart, people.
So we're going to go to the opposite spectrum of crazy. We're talking about crazy millionaires.
Oh shit. Talking about that crazy De Niro.
Yeah. Once you know you got enough money, fucking sky's the limit on the shit you can buy.
Preach it.
There's a website called hushhush.com and they sell high-end items like giant giraffes for like 8,000 euro. Not a real giraffe. It's a statue. They're not just straight up selling animals.
By the name of it, I thought it was like one of those schemes. I thought it was like, hush, hush, don't tell the secret of how to get rich.
Yeah, right? You can buy aircraft and yachts and cars and properties on it. But one of the things that I really wanted to highlight throughout this article that I found was they need help setting up a real-life 100-person battle royale. If you are a fan of Fortnite or PUB or the new Apex Legends video game or Hunger Games, that's the style they're going for here.
To the death?
No, the airsoft gun.
Oh, okay. All right. I think we need to specify that first.
Yes, that's something off the top. This will not be to the death. It's going to be a last person standing sort of situation, take place over 3 days with 12 hours of competition each day. The winner will get a 100,000 pound jackpot, which is probably like $120,000 or so.
Oh, that's not a bad fucking takeaway. Damn.
But like the way this is being pitched, it's like there's some secret millionaire who's like funding this ridiculous game and they want someone to set it up. And they're saying there's a contract of 45,000 pounds. So probably like a little over $50,000 if you can like agree to set this up with a rate of 1,500 pounds a day. So probably like a little under $2,000 a day in terms of completing this 6-week project.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So do we have the skills, Matt? Can we set this up for these people and get this $50,000 fucking contract?
We need to know some airsoft connoisseurs first off.
Oh, we can rent tons of airsoft guns. I assume it would
Have you seen the YouTubes? Have you seen them?
How do you set it up? Do we do it like if we were going to go for this, would we just sporadically place weapons throughout the island and then give people a 5-minute head start? Well, I'm saying they still need to fill the position. So we need to come up with a pitch.
Okay. I would definitely go with that.
That's how you do it. You put all the
loop scatter style is definitely the route you go. That's amazing. Nobody starts with a kit. You get everything.
No one gets anything. You start unhand or free-handed, but I guess so. There's no actual like knife kills or anything allowed.
Maybe there is. They're just like jelly knives. As soon like you stab somebody, it just like disintegrates into jelly.
Or it just bends. So it says that the people are going to be wearing pressure-sensitive suits. Not like full suits, but like I'm imagining what you'd wear in like a laser tag competition or something.
Okay.
So if you get shot, you're out. And they're expecting it to be a 3-day competition. I don't know what happens. How do we shrink the circle? Do we just set the island on fire?
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, burn that fucker down.
Or just have like a squad of like fucking commandos coming in and eliminating anyone that's outside the circle each day. Just make it like smaller and smaller each day of the competition. I think that's how you do it.
How many days?
It's 3 days.
12-hour days. 3 12-hour days. How many, like, is it one round? Like 36 hours how many people? Like, this makes no sense to me.
100 people.
100 people.
36 hours down to last man standing. I say you break it up and you do the whole island the first day, half the island the second day, and then just bring it down to like a quarter of the island the third day. And if there's no one left, you carpet bomb that shit with airsoft.
So, like, are they camping out? That's what I want to know. They shouldn't have to camp out.
I'm assuming you set it up in a way so that, you know, you blare a horn or something and everyone sort of comes back. That's like, if it's 3 horns,
okay,
it's like a real emergency. But if it's 1 horn, it's like beginning of the day, end of the day. I think we could get this contract, Matt. We got a good plan here.
We're gonna do a formal write up. I think.
If any other slackers have seen any holes in our plans or want to join the pitch, please comment on the Facebook page. We'd love to have your input so that we can, win this millionaire's fucking contract.
Hell yeah.
Or we could scheme it and have one of the slackers win it.
Oh, man.
Have to hide out in a ghillie suit.
Oh, man. Well, our next story, we're going to Michigan, where a man is suing his parents. And, if there's one thing we always like is a crazy fucking family suing here at American Slacker. And this only gets deeper.
It's always a crazy story.
Dude, as soon as you know it's family suing family, you know they're crazy. So you're like, okay, this is juicy.
They couldn't work it out behind closed doors. It's now getting the legal system involved.
Dude, when it makes it to Fox News and I'm reading an article on American Slacker podcast, you know what the shit has hit the fan.
It's not just angry holiday fucking arguments anymore.
Well, let me tell you, grab your snacks because we're going to get juicy right now. We got a Michigan man who is suing his parents after they destroyed his extremely valuable porn collection.
Valuable in whose eyes?
Well, very valuable in his, and we'll get to that. Now, what we got here is a man, he went through a very tough time. He lived at home with his parents again in Michigan for 10 months after he had suffered a divorce. He was going through a tough time. And he moved all of his belongings into their garage where, it was just stuff with their stuff. And he left some things there when he finally got, moved back, and he moved on his own to Indiana.
Okay.
So his parents, brought everything that he had left behind to his new place for him. He left a bunch of his shit. And among that was his massive porn collection. So
you can't just leave that laying about,
dude. Yeah. So all right, we'll get to that. When his parents bring all of his belongings to his new apartment, they definitely don't have the 12 moving boxes full of adult films that he was claiming that he did have stashed at their house.
12 boxes?
12 moving boxes, which I don't know, hey, I mean, if we're going to be really conservative and say, maybe he's got the small boxes, but let's be real. Moving boxes, motherfucker?
Yeah, like we're going anywhere from like what they give you to clean out your desk on the way out of a job to like what a refrigerator can be packed in.
Dude, being conservative, yeah, that's what, 2x2 minimum?
It's still
a shit ton of fucking DVDs or VHS. I don't give a fuck what era you're in.
Magazines, that could get heavy.
So digging into this, it only goes deeper. Apparently, when he was growing up, he was kicked out of high school and college for selling porno to his fellow students.
He became the black market porn distributor.
Dude, he had his little. He was kind of like a fucking entrepreneur of porn in like the fucking town. Apparently, I don't know. Like it's like, dude, you want to reward him, but it's like, dude, you're creepy. Like, what's going on here?
Like the Larry Flint of his fucking dorm.
Dude, like, dude, if you're gonna fucking do it, just fucking open up the full little fucking sketchy little bookshop on the corner there. Like, do the full porn business.
Of Hugh Hefner,
No, Hugh Hefner definitely took a different route than fucking selling fucking old dirty fucking DVDs to his classmates.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he published some shit. Man, so yeah, it's a deep story. Apparently he left all 12 boxes from his parents. There was 2 other boxes that contained sex toys, so he had 2 fucking full boxes of sex toys too.
They're suing him for the worth of all of this stuff.
Suing him for the worth of all this, which he's claiming comes out to about $28,000.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something outrageous like $1 million, but that's
something outrageous. Something outrageous.
It's still really
When was the
ridiculous.
last time you heard of like fucking on Pawn Stars a porno collection coming in for $28,000 worth? Like,
Depends whose collection it is, I guess.
yeah.
If you got like Kurt Russell's fucking sex tape, then you're probably
If you
gonna
got a celeb sex tape, we're talking different. I mean, he's
Hey.
talking some used up production tapes.
It's true.
He's baited a few times to him, right?
Yeah, they definitely have a texture.
Yeah. The old Slinky's seen all of them 3 times at least.
Great.
Man, yeah. No, he's definitely he's quite pissed off about the whole thing. The parents said it took them quite a long time to destroy this huge collection, and they told him before if he was ever to bring pornographic material into their house, it would be destroyed. And
I'm assuming they just destroyed it by taping over all of it with those Roseanne episodes.
Oh,
that came
God.
back recently.
oh man, that's horrible. The Connors? You talking about the Connors?
Yeah, that's the only way you can destroy porn is by taping over it
With the Connors? That's time consuming, man. I'm not sure. I mean, like, if I'm thinking, maybe they did the old lawnmower. They just kept running over them with lawnmower.
It's gonna ruin your lawn.
Or you have a good old pornography bonfire.
Oh God!
Nothing warms the soul better.
Of all the semen lost in that fire,
Oh man, you don't want to look at that with a UV light.
it sounds like a bunch of little balloons with the air being let out of them as it fucking flickers.
Oh man, and the sad thing is he made 2 appeals to the district attorneys to try to make a prosecution against his parents, and prosecutor's office
This is an
decided twice.
injustice.
They're like, we can't do it.
It's going all the way to the Supreme Court.
They literally like amused him by launching an investigation twice, and they were like, can't do it, guy.
You know what our investigation turned up? You're a fucking pervert.
Yeah. So unfortunately,
No shame in his game. I mean, if you're gonna be a collector, like whatever.
Hey.
It's just maybe your parents' house isn't the best place to fucking keep that shit.
yeah, very true. I was gonna say, who are we to judge? Collect whatever you want, but yeah, very true. Don't keep your valuable stock at your parents' house. If you're worried
Hell,
about
I wouldn't keep a bong collection at either of my parents' house.
it. I would hope not.
That should be in the fucking trash immediately.
Oh man,
Got to know your audience.
yeah, definitely.
We have to always go and touch base while we're recapping the weird news down in Florida. They always got something going on,
Oh yeah.
It's the bumper sticker of the United States. We
Okay.
gotta read into it. So
Okay.
we got hungry, horny alligators invading the many streets and pools of Florida. And
What?
yeah, hungry and horny. They
Are
are
they like molesting people? Like, how bad is it?
no, they're
They got
molesting
free.
each other. It is mating
Okay.
for
Oh
these
God.
down in Florida, and they're making it public.
And I just imagine an old man like calling like 911. They're on my lawn again, and they're just gang banging.
There's just a pile of gators writhing around. Yeah. The thing is, normally, that wouldn't be a story that we would bring up. Gators roaming around Florida. Yeah, Jesse, that's pretty fucking common.
Yeah, they're all over,
Problem
right?
is, there's been a recent heat wave, and it's kicked up the metabolism of these gators. So they're not only horny now, they're also very hungry, and they're able to move at a lot quicker speeds than they usually would.
Oh
Now, I'm
God.
not saying we got the gator equivalent of the Flash or anything, but we do have them in like parking lots, on streets, climbing into people's pools,
Oh God.
getting into completely fenced-in areas, which
They've
I've
slimmed down. They've started training track. They're jumping hurdles. It's getting crazy, people.
in a run and start and fucking leaping. I have seen video of a gator climbing and pulling itself over a fence. It was quite amazing. The one in this case they said was like fucking 8 feet. It's
Oh
a
my
300-pounder, they said.
Oh
And it-
God. No,
And a car
no.
that was completely fenced in. That's like a T-Rex coming into your fucking
Dude, you go to let your chihuahua out, not looking, and then
Yeah.
you go to call your chihuahua, and all you get is a fucking 300-pound gator.
Yeah, keep your fucking pets in because these things are on the move and looking for something to eat. There's one picture that sort of gave me nightmares. There's a gator hanging out under someone's car, just like you said. They're waiting to get crushed when I showed you this, but I was more concerned about the driver's toes and if they were going to be nipping at you on your way in.
Man, I don't know how that would go because it was like a juvenile alligator. So like, I mean, maybe he was just poking out like, hey, what's going on, guys? You know, like in it, like if they didn't notice him, they would have just squashed his ass. But like, maybe he was going out for blood. But either way, I was thinking, man, we never had to deal with this growing up. We grew up in the Northeast where like you can go swimming in ponds, you can go like anywhere and not have to worry about these fucking ancient giant fucking lizards coming out of the water and just snatching you, driving you into the water and doing twirls and drowning you.
Death roll, man. You're basically you're as good as an impala in the water when there's fucking gators,
dude. It's terrifying. Like I'm
really
so
is.
thankful.
And now take them out of the water, put them in a parking lot. Now I've had the scary time where you're walking to your car and it's the only one in the lot. Imagine there's a fucking gator under there waiting to get you in the middle of the darkness.
Oh man, gator waiting to just take your wallet, waiting for you by your car.
Take a little more than that.
You get mugged by a gator.
You have a problem shifting if you lose one of your fucking feet.
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, gators are fucking just so. They're like a fucking mythological like creature to me. Like it's just like they don't exist because I'm not used to them.
Well, not in your area, but down in Florida, they are very much in people's faces.
God, dude. I'd never want to go to Florida again.
At least wait until the winter.
Oh, man. Well, let's go over to your coast. Let's go to California, where in San Mateo, we got an Uber driver with a fucking scheme that you can't help but be like, props. So what we got going on is an Uber driver dropped off a couple at the San Francisco airport. They were going on a lovely trip. They probably talked a little too much to the Uber driver, which made me think about every time I've talked to an Uber driver and talked a lot, it's like, you got to be careful with what you say and think about what you're saying to people that you don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
Because, obviously they led on to how long they were going away. They were going to be gone. They were going on a trip. This gentleman decided to go back to their house that he picked them up from and rob that sucker dry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, he didn't get in. They had a video camera that caught him in an alarm. So he had resistance. He was like, fuck this place. He went over to a neighbor's house and actually did get in. But the cops responded because of the first house, luckily. And they caught the son of a bitch. But I mean, Jesus Christ, how I would have never thought of that. I mean, maybe it's because I don't have the criminal mentality of like pulling one over on you. But like to drop somebody off and just like nobody's going to be home. I mean, it's just like... Yeah. Jesus, man, you can't help but like, all right, he's creative.
And even if they weren't like running their mouths and being like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna be away for 2 weeks, and he probably, with the amount of luggage, the fact that he was dropping them off at the airport, there's a lot to I guess in that scenario your best bet is like walk to a bus stop or something.
Dude, yeah.
Don't get picked up at your house.
Yeah, exactly. Like, walk to a different.
Walk to someone's house who you don't like.
Yeah,
and they get picked up there, so that they think that that's the fucking house that you fucking left.
Oh man, that's fucked up. Set up your neighbor, man. But you would never think
him for leaving his lawn clippings in front of my house.
You would never think like the Uber driver that like is like all friendly talking to you is gonna fucking go rob your fucking house after, man. It's just such an awakening moment. Like, damn.
Yeah, we can't forget that Uber hires criminals.
Well, I think they do. That's
the most important takeaway here.
I don't know if they hire felons. I don't think they have like a prison release Uber program.
Straight behind the wheel. Behind bars to behind the wheel.
They provide the Tesla.
The Uber burglar program.
Oh man. Yeah, well, it's good. And I mean, another lesson out of this, these fucking Nest cameras are pretty fucking dope. They catch a lot of bullshit, and I'm really a fan of them. And I think I'm going to purchase one myself because of we keep hearing these stories where like, you catch the guy licking your doorbell where he could just be licking your doorknob. You don't
want to miss that footage. You got to archive that shit.
You got a viral video that you could probably make a couple $1,000 off of at least.
You got to get a t-shirt going.
Oh, dude.
Fucking golden.
Doorbell licker, man. Hell yeah.
So we got a funny video, as always, at the end of our weird news here. Matt, how would you go about describing this one?
Man, I've never liked birds. I'm just one of those people. I don't know, maybe I like to think I'm an animal person, but there's just something about birds. They don't have souls. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Birds don't have souls.
Those dark, soulless eyes, they're very smart.
They're very smart. They are smart. I mean, they could have souls. I don't know. Who the fuck am I to say they don't have souls? But they're kind of dicks. They're like, cats are dicks of the animal kingdom. But I'm going to say birds are even more dicks of the animal kingdoms. And this is
slides downhill, right?
Dude, all I've got to say is I hope not many other mice come in contact with birds because this is crazy.
Yeah, this bird's a fucking asshole. So we'll be posting up the video on our Facebook page on Friday. A little Friday funny for you.
Now we're going to get into Xbox gaming. But before we do that, we got a word from one of our personal favorite podcasts, the Podworm Spacecast.
The Podworm Spacecast is a podcast hosted by 7 lifelong friends who inject comedy directly into your ear canals every Tuesday. You may think 7 hosts is too many for a podcast, but you may also think $5 is too cheap for a quality voiceover such as this. Yet here we are. Enjoy a clip from the critically acclaimed Podworm Spacecast.
And I looked up how do you fix squeaky shoes, and they said you gotta get some baking soda and you put it in the shoe, and it absorbs like the moisture or whatever, and it fixes the shoe.
Boom.
I went to the store across the street. I went to the bathroom during lunch.
The bathroom in the store across the
This is
street.
emergency.
This cannot wait till tomorrow.
You did this at work?
I told you I couldn't get off my desk. I'm so embarrassed.
So Andrew walked across the street.
It was more like
He was in a hurry. And then he had to wait for the light.
You can find the Podworm Spacecast wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, keep squirming.
Game.
It's me, Mario.
Finish him.
And we are back, and it is time for one of our personal favorite segments. It is Xbox gaming.
Yeah, we're going to fill you in on what's going on in the world of Xbox. We got some new games that we've been playing. Matt, you have a personal favorite to start us off with.
Oh, man. I am balls deep in the PGA Tour right now.
Golf balls, that is.
2016, Rory Mcilroy. Dude, I got an open challenge to anybody that wants to meet me on the course. I'll take on anybody right now.
We actually just played before recording, and yeah, Matt fucking put me under. I wasn't doing too well.
I was ahead by 10. Yeah, definitely.
Golf's not my game, apparently. It's fun, though. I've enjoyed it. You were talking it up, and I got a chance to download it and give it a try as well. And
yeah.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun. Wasn't expecting it. It was on EA Pass, and I just gave it a swing. And dude, fucking loved it. So yeah, definitely open challenge. Let's fucking play, people.
We'll be giving out our gamer tags at the end here, so you can fucking see Matt on the green.
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
So we always like to talk about the games with gold that are being given away for the month, and this time around for April, we have some interesting picks. I'd say ones that I wasn't too familiar with, but some that seem to have a cult following unto themselves. Our first one that we're starting with is Technomancer, and this was an Xbox One game. It's available for all of April. And this is a fighting game where you can level up different skill trees. The plot of the game is that it takes place in the future where there's no water, and people are living under the iron fist of these water companies that have a dystopian future or dystopian society that you're sort of fighting back against.
It's on Mars, right?
Yeah, it takes place on Mars. It's in the future. You're in a big like dome structure, and there's it's a very deep plot. I got a chance to play it for a little bit, and the combat system is pretty cool. It definitely leaves a lot for you to do and choose in terms of how exactly you're going to play the game.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a neat one. I had never heard of it, so I'm glad that they. I like when they put up these ones that I've never even seen before, because I get a chance to try something new.
Yeah, it definitely seems like if you're in the sci-fi realm, this is the kind of game for you.
Totally. It's right in that vein of sort of, Star Trek or something along those lines. If you're a fan of that kind of shit, then you'll probably enjoy this.
The next one we're going to talk about, I'm really curious about, but you've had an actual hand on it. Outcast Second Contact. What do you think about this one?
It's an older game that was reskinned essentially and put onto this system. It originally came out in 99, then was remastered and put out again in 2017 after people who really loved the game in its original release demanded that it be remastered. I'm still sort of in the tutorial part of the game, but you can tell it's definitely running on an old, clunkier kind of engine.
Yeah.
It seems to be kind of cool because it was one of the first open world games. And in terms of the story, I believe you're like a space marine and you're sent to a planet where there's like all kinds of monsters and shit, and you can just kind of run around with your guns and shoot things and all that kind of stuff. But I'm looking forward to getting a little bit deeper into this one. I only downloaded it today, so.
Yeah, I got to download it. I got to get my hands on it. It looks really good. It looks like they mapped the new skins on an old game, but they kept the engine like you're saying. It does look clunky in all the videos I've seen.
A little bit. It reminds me sort of like one of the first Fable games or something.
Okay.
The way that it's sort of open and it's a little cartoony for sure.
Well, maybe deep gameplay will, beat over the clunkiness of the actual engine.
Right. It does seem to have a cool story to it. You're like talking to aliens and shit as soon as you get into it. So that's Outcast, and that one's available from the 16th of April to the 15th of May.
And the next one, man, is a game we loved when it came out.
Oh, yeah. Some history to this game.
Yeah. We played it on PSP, which was wild. But it was an original Xbox. They're going to port over Star Wars Battlefront 2.
And this is not the more recent Battlefront renditions. This is the old Xbox game itself.
Classic shit, man.
We're not talking 360 even, like actual original Xbox.
Yeah, OG. And, I'm hoping they somehow have online. I'm hoping they boot up some possible servers, but probably not. But it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, like in some of the gameplay that they showed, there's obviously that whole mode of like large scale battles where you can play as like a Jedi and go in and like slice and dice against your friends. It'll be interesting to see if it's actually up and running.
Yeah. I don't remember much of a campaign, but hey, I'll have to check it out.
The campaign, from what I remember, is like you're one of the troopers recalling your memories of the battles. And you sort of like it's a flashback sort of telling the story to like, I don't know, your grandson or something like that.
Man, they're going ham. There's like a Star Wars game every month. Have you noticed that? Like every month they're giving us one, and it's all the old ones like the Jedi Republic and all those. And it's like, what's up with this?
It's cool to see how different each of the games are. They definitely took that franchise and made it into several different. Like, there's a gameplay type for everyone, for every type of Star Wars.
Yeah, there really is.
Especially if you want to be an Ewok hunter.
Oh, man, that's always fucking fun.
So hopefully you grab that one. That was available in the beginning of the month from the 1st of April to the 15th of April.
Oh, cut off. Oh, sorry if we're teasing you. I thought that was available at the last half.
Nope, that would be our next one, actually. Which is available from the 16th to the 30th of April.
All right, what are we working with?
It's Ghost Recon 2 Advanced Warfighter. I haven't gotten the chance to play many of the Ghost Recon titles. I was into other games, Call of Duty or Battlefield, that kind of stuff. This one looks like a tactical type of battle, like military battle game.
Okay. Yeah, I never played Ghost Recon myself, too. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't even think I've had a Ghost Recon game.
No, that's one of the titles that I never actually got to really have a hand on.
Do you think this one's going to hold up?
It looks cool. I'm going to give it a try. I got it downloading as we speak, and I'm expecting it to be pretty cool. They said something in the description of it that you're like fighting like a cartel or something like that, and like you have like 36 hours, I believe, to infiltrate and like kill them. So there might be a timed aspect to these missions as well. I say play it, you know, like we say every time with the Xbox games with gold, download them, give them a try. Maybe you're an achievement hunter like me. You just want to get a couple of the easy ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God knows he's fucking going through them, ripping up them achievements. You got like triple my score now. It's insane.
Yeah, but I'm still behind one of our good friends. So for the games with gold for April, we have, again, the Technomancer for the whole month, Outcast Second Contact, which is available from the 16th of April to the 15th of May, Star Wars Battlefront 2 from April 1st to the 15th, and Ghost Recon 2 Advanced Warfighter from the 16th to the 30th of April.
Nice, man. You know, and we belong to a couple of the extra passes as well. You know, we got the EA Pass and we got the Game Pass, which I've got to say the Game Pass has been pretty fruitful. There's a lot of good games, man. They're even cranking out brand new games on there, which is pretty cool. But one of the games they put on recently, we both have checked out that we've wanted to check out for a while. It's called Vampyr, and it's like one of the few vampire games on Xbox. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, we mentioned this game a ways back before it came out because it was something that we were looking forward to. Now we finally got to have a little bit of a hand on it, and it's a little bit different than I expected. I thought it would be a little bit more open world, but it does seem to be a bit more of a mystery detective type of game. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from it. There's a lot of like questioning people to get information that you then use to like, you know, get some other information. It seems that seems to be the trail it's following.
You got the typical highlight vision, you know, to find your clues.
Yeah,
which is you know
kind of Batman-y.
Yeah, but I'm digging out the setting. You know, I love the old school London. That's you know, like it's just fucking cool, man. I love the whole idea of it, and I'm probably
the story is pretty good too. So far.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna tear through it just for the story. I think. To see where it goes. You start off as a vampire that's like, you know, what the fuck happened? You're a brand new vampire. You're trying to find the guy that turned you. It's pretty cool. And every decision you make changes the future.
Yeah, and the different combat things you can do, like, you know, you get a little bit of health back if you stun the person and then bite them. It's neat. I like how it's playing so far. So if you do have Game Pass, make sure to download that game. And there's a number of other games that have come out recently for Game Pass and are coming out that we're looking forward to.
Oh yeah, man. Not to push it enough, but I mean, God, you can get it for $1. They got these specials. Check it out. I mean, this month they got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Prey, The Golf Club 2. They got Monster Hunter World is coming out in the 18th, which is I'm crazy, man. I'm finally getting a hand on that. I didn't want to chisel out for it, but now that it's like on the Game Pass, what's up?
Yeah, another Walking Dead game, which I'm definitely gonna get a hand on.
Yeah, man. Life is Strange 2. I never played that series, but hey, I'm gonna check it out since it's for free. And Resident Evil 5, fucking great game. I've had my hands on it. It is scary.
I haven't gotten to play that one, but I'm planning when that comes out to do some sort of stream with me playing through Resident Evil 5 for the first time. So,
man,
watch me shit myself. Attacked by fucking what was it, like hillbillies' houses that you're trapped in or something?
Yeah, it's like, oh god, yeah, it's a crazy, and the grandfather is like fucking just a monster that you're trying to escape, and you're helpless. You have no weapons. It's terrifying. I hate games like that. Like, give me a gun.
It's like Outlast, or I think that was the one.
It's very similar.
Oof.
Yeah, it gets your heart going.
It's terrifying.
It's the people going.
So yeah, check out Game Pass. See if there's anything on there that you'd like to play. And if you want to play with us, we always like to give out our gamer tags. I'm Landers the Plane on Xbox.
And you can get me at Matty G from HP.
So those are the Xbox gaming headlines for you. But before we wrap this up, we have another segment for you guys. It's Jesse's travel tips from Europe. I'm going to regale you with some of my tales. And we want to take a little break before we get into that and air something here from the Hop Nation USA podcast.
Do you like craft beer?
Uh-huh. Do you like an unending wealth of puns?
Uh-huh. What about 4-hour lectures on the ethics of cryptocurrency usage in third world nations?
No!
Oh, right.
But do you still want craft beer reviews and comedy, right? Uh-huh.
Then listen to Hop Nation USA, a craft beer podcast.
Available on iTunes, Podbean, Google Music Play, and Stitcher.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not. Just listen to the podcast. Hop Nation USA.
Where all fine podcasts are sold.
And we are back with some tips on travel. I recently took a little bit over a week vacation for the first time in a little less than a year. And I went to 2 places that I'd never been before. I checked out Amsterdam in the Netherlands and the Tuscany region of Italy.
Ooh, man. Yeah. When you told me you were doing this, I was like, wow, this is that's quite the two countries to go to. They're totally different to me, like in my mind. I mean, I have never been to either, but to me, like, it just seems like such a different speed, you know?
Yeah. Amsterdam was definitely more touristy. You could tell that it was a very international city. Everyone there could like pretty much speak English. Like if you go into any shop, they'll be able to talk with you, and because they want to sell you shit. But then in Italy, it was much more relaxed, I guess, and things are much more spread out. We rented a car there, even though we ended up going around with family more so. The car was just kind of to get from the airport to relative's house.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of lessons that I'd like to pass along to our fellow slackers here.
Oh boy.
So the first one is don't update your ID before going on a trip. I did the not smart thing of trying to renew my license, which I had to do a change of address on. And it came the same day that we needed to leave for the trip. And I knew it was coming in the mail because we got like an email about it coming, but we had to leave before it ended up in my mailbox. So I left with an expired license. And when we got to the car rental place, they wouldn't take it.
Oh no. So luckily your girlfriend has.
Exactly. That's what we ended up doing it on hers.
Oh man.
Otherwise that could have been real bad.
That could really fuck you. Yeah. I was like thinking about it. I'm like, I'm surprised you didn't get any shit on the airline.
Well, I had my passport since we were traveling internationally. So that's what I was using. That's what I was using most of the time.
Yeah, I forgot. Enhanced doesn't work for that.
Nope. But and they wouldn't. And like for renting a car specifically, you need like a valid driver's license. Mine had a hole in it. The guy was like a dick and like put a pen through it and was like, "This won't work." And he like popped a hole, like the pen through where the hole was. I'm like, "You're an asshole." Like, I even tried to show him my paper license, which is issued by the state, but they would not take that. Which just like that's a whole other rant of like how. If you're not gonna accept that, don't fucking give it to me in the first place.
Dude, that's what I don't get. Yeah, like if you get pulled over by the cops, they're like, "You got anything else?" It's like,
yeah, seriously.
No, this is a fucking ID that gave me a DMV.
Yeah, this is a state fucking license. So that's one thing I say is like, hold off. Like if you have just like your license and it hasn't expired yet, you know, you still have a little bit of time. Just fucking don't update anything because you don't want to be waiting on that.
Yeah.
The number 2 tip I got is for all of our cannabis users out there, security doesn't care about weed oil. They care more about like makeup in your girlfriend's bag than they do about cannabis oil coming through countries.
Yeah. I mean, you went through 2 with weed oil.
5.
5? Okay.
5.
All right. Well, let's not say too much encrypted, I guess. And man, yeah, it surprised me. You know, I figured it worked with the United States because I've done a few in the country, but I was worried, you know, out of the country it might be a little different, you know. But
didn't seem to give a shit. I just took my my whole pen cartridge thing, and you know how they tell you to put your laptop, all your electronics in the bin when you're going through security. I put it all right in there and I pushed it through. They were more concerned about, I left my deodorant in my backpack and they were like, this comes up as like liquid, so just make sure to take it out next time. I'm like, gotcha. So they don't give a shit if you're going to a country and you are worried about picking up. Now, I will say, this is Europe. These are travel tips, Europe. Don't take this advice and be flying into fucking Korea with weed oil. Because like I also got like thoroughly searched on the way out of Korea when I went. So Europe, they don't seem to give a shit. They're not on top of that yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say Korea probably put you to fucking death or at least a hard labor camp.
Yeah. Well, depends if you're north or south, but either way, you don't want to risk it. The third one I want to say is fuck Norwegian Airlines. I'd never flown Norwegian Airlines before. I flew 2 of their flights. They were the longest flights that I took on this trip. And they don't feed you at all. They don't give you any food.
No peanuts? What?
Nothing. If you want water, there's like you either have to order a $3 bottle of water from them, or they have a little dispenser in the back, but like they give you a little cup for it. And I saw some guy trying to fill his water bottle up, and the attendant literally was like, "You're not allowed to fill your water bottle on that."
Oh my,
like, are you fucking kidding me? We're on like an over 8-hour flight, and you're not gonna let people fill up their own water bottles. Like, you want me to sit back here, fill up the cup, fill up my water bottle with it, fill the cup, fill my water bottle with it? Like, I can play that game if you want to play that game, but isn't it much easier for me to fill my fucking water bottle and get back in my fucking seat?
Oh man,
hydrated, not cranky.
You're only allowed fucking 3 sips at a time. Take your time.
Yeah, so it was rough, and like the dude on the way back, the dude in front of me like had his seat reclined all the way into me, and like at a certain point I needed to get something from my bag underneath, and I just put a shoulder into him and fucking pushed that sucker up, and like got what I needed, and he like turned around giving me looks. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like,
man.
rumble in this fucking plane if you want to, but it's not how you want this to go.
I've seen him rage in a fucking plane before. It's quite funny.
Well, dude, going stir crazy is no fun for anyone.
Yeah. Oh man, not funny for the guy that's about to get fought, but
yeah, very true. So yeah, I just don't suggest, if people can dodge them, that might be an airline not to use, just my personal. Next tip is use public transportation. There were 2 points on this trip where I ended up being able to see other cities that I didn't plan, just because on a whim we decided to buy a train ticket or buy a bus ticket. In one case, we went on the train from Amsterdam to Rotterdam, which was like another city, like 40 minutes away on the train, and it was able to see that city for the day and come back. So that felt like a little bit of a bonus. And then when I got into Italy, I got in at like 5 to near the Florence airport, and we decided to take a bus from our hotel for basically $3 for a one-way ticket for me and my girlfriend. We took it into Florence, walked around Florence, took a bunch of pictures at night, and then caught the bus back at like midnight for another.
That's so cool.
So it was like, less than $10 American to like go there and back from the hotel. And it was a little complicated, but I will say Google Maps was really helpful in terms of like which bus route to take and like making sure you're going the right way.
Yeah.
So that if you can, and if you're confident in doing it, if you have like, a SIM card or something in your phone so that you don't get lost and you can pull up maps, ask around, ask your hotel, see if they have bus passes and shit, because it might be the quickest, easiest way. Because taking a fucking Uber, it would have cost like over $50 each way.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure, man. And yeah, I mean, always do your research. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have like put out videos of how to really like scam the system and do like what you're saying. Use the bus line to get to here and go there, and you get somewhere for fucking $10 instead of $100.
Right. And again, this is for the specific area I went to. That was in Florence, and Amsterdam had a really good train system, it seemed like. So where you go, it depends. There might be places where it's literally the worst like transportation in the world to get around. You're better off going with an Uber or a taxi. Ask the people at the hotel and stuff. They can always steer you in the right direction.
I was gonna say, people, the locals, man, as long as they speak English, and you're friendly, don't be an asshole, be friendly. They are always willing to help. That's what they do.
Even the guy at the hotel in Florence, his English wasn't the best. He was definitely more confident in speaking Italian, but we made it work, and he was able to give us like basic directions to the bus stop and give us the tickets for it. So see, exactly. It takes one less thing to worry about. And the last tip that I have is go hard. When you're on vacation, just fucking don't stop, because you literally got to take all of the time that you can to take advantage of that little bit of vacation you get from the real world and your work life. I don't get satisfaction from lounge trips, honestly. I never have. Like I like coming home from my vacation tired as fuck, and I got to go to work, and I'm like, damn man, I'm so tired at work. But like, you think about these memories forever. Yes, that's the key, man. Like, go hard is like the best thing you could ever do on a vacation. Like, live your fucking life, man. And it seems like you guys are fucking exhausted, so you must have done something right. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. That's for sure. Yeah.
All right, so you want to wrap it up with what was your favorite moment from the whole trip, or favorite place?
I think, well, like there were favorite things from each. Like here, I'll give you one from either. I would say favorite moment in Amsterdam was like the last night I was there when we had to use up the rest of our bud that we bought, and we went to a bar, this little bar called Biblos near Dam Square in Amsterdam, and we just like I had like 2 really big fucking beers. And
Nice.
then we like rolled up a joint and like went and sat by the canal. Me and my girlfriend sat by the canals at night and just smoked our last joint.
That's wicked. Yeah.
And then in Italy, it was probably the day that I got to go and touch the Mediterranean Sea and like walk by the like water on like the kind of boardwalk thing that they have, and sit down and just like have lunch and a drink and like feel the I keep wanting to say ocean air, but the sea air in my face and stuff. It's more the simple moments I appreciate, because it's like snapshot, and trying to remember it in your mind.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about.
And now my next vacation is going to be one with a fucking beach and fruity, icy drinks.
Nice. My next planned one is Sin City. Man, I'm going dirty.
there you go.
Going to Sin City, and then I'm gonna go to LA after to try to cleanse in Cali.
There you go. That's a nice 2-city one.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well, that about wraps it up. If you guys want to catch us, you can get at me on Instagram at MWG Media, and on Xbox Live, like before, Matty G from HP. You can get Jesse on everything at Podcast Poppy 420.
Oh my God. It's Landers the Plane on every fucking social media.
Oh man. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We love each and every one of you mother truckers. And we'll see you next time. That's it.
There you go.
We're smoking America. We passing America. I'm mapping America. I'm psyching America. We talking America. We blazing America. This is fucking America. We're second America.
This has been American Slacker Podcast. You can reach the show by searching American Slacker on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. Or send them an email to americanslackerpodcast@gmail.com. You can download and rate American Slacker on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and all other podcast platforms. Visit the show's website, aspodcast.com, where you will find every episode, official merchandise, and links to their Patreon if you would like to support American Slacker.
Give me a minute. Think about the second set of passing. Man, I gotta go and get it, grab it. Why you gotta go and act savage? Smoking weed, I gotta feed the habit. Now I'm on some other shit. Things that I gotta go get. Medical all on my slip. You falling like dominoes, bitch. Stuck in my ways, fucking high days, fucking sideways in the driveway. We smoking America. We passing America. I'm mapping America. I'm psyching America. We talking America. We blazing America. This is fucking America. We second America. We second America.